All right, hey guys, welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin with your host Tone Vays. Coming live from the D Hotel, Las Vegas, where the conference is. They actually have very poor internet, and I'm going to talk to them about. Oh shit! Welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin with. I can like pay for higher bandwidth, but considering how much money we're giving them for the conference, I'm gonna talk to the front desk about getting me premium internet. It's matter of principle. I don't want to pay $10 for high-speed internet. We're paying them thousands and thousands of dollars to get the event here. Anyway, hopefully this is streaming okay. I have a meeting at the Mob Museum at 9 o'clock. That's about a 10+ minute walk from here. So I only have 15 minutes. So we're going to do the best we can. Let me close this. And in that time, and I won't get too much political news. It's also very difficult for me to catch up on the Ukraine news, the political news. I hope I'm probably going to fall way behind because of the conference, and then I'll need a few days to catch up, which will also keep me so behind. And by then, we'll see if there's any commentary left on that situation. Okay, so monthly chart, we got a new month that's starting. We need to reverse this course. I know that geopolitically, Bitcoin should be at $1 gazillion, but it's not. It did rise quite a bit. It rallied right off the lows, but this is not screaming we're going to $1 million. Not yet, not yet. So we are still in this bullish triangle, and we're still below that front end, that short moving average. We are off the disastrous areas, and let's see how this month goes. I mean, that's basically trading, right? This arrow, now that we've rallied at the very end of the month, this arrow is unlikely to happen this month. I don't know if I should delete it. I should not delete it. I'm going to leave it. It doesn't really matter. This is our weekly chart. The weekly chart looks very, very clean. Today is only Tuesday. If the week ends above all moving averages, I will be very, very bullish going into the future of Bitcoin. Right now, it looks like we have flipped the Lucid SAR. So that is one more, dart right there on the bullseye of a bullish trend. Okay, that's important. I like the Lucid SARs. You can see how they don't flip very often on this weekly scale. When they flip, they tend to stick around for a while. Then they flip, they tend to stick around for a while, right? Let's look at this prior situation. I know the Ukraine news is like the main topic, and some people are like, oh, Tone is late, Tone is late. Let's look at the last time the Lucid SAR got flipped and when it got flipped. You can see how Bitcoin rallied right off the low, and it flipped the Lucid SAR probably around here, around this candle, around there. Look at this move, right? This is a $12,500 move right off the low, and it was 43%. And anyone can scream, you're so late to this trade, you're so late to this trade. But guess what? Right at the bottom here, shit looked bad. But right here, Bitcoin looks great. So if you got in Bitcoin at that point in time, how did you do? Well, you did pretty well because Bitcoin went up another 62% for $25,000. Okay. The important thing is you did not blow up your account. This is no different, right? Right here, we just flipped the Lucid SAR. I'm going to take a look at the 4-day chart, and I might put in a small bullish allocation because I don't like to chase. I don't like the FOMO, but I also don't want to miss out on opportunities. So let's go to the 4-day chart and see what's going on. The weekly chart is starting to feel like some bullishness is coming. Here is our 4-day chart. We are above both moving averages. They have not yet flipped over. They are both now rising. And when next candle shows up, that short-term moving average will certainly flip over versus the intermediate term moving average. Okay. Now that this candle only has 7 hours to go, and I hate flipping so much because this is a position chart and you should not be entering trades all this often, but you can see the situation where if you go backwards in history, you never really had a flip over of these moving averages and then so quickly flip it back over again with these wild, ridiculous swings. So I don't want to miss out. Also, I may not be with you. I may not do a video tomorrow. I may not do another video the rest of the week. I don't know how my days are going to progress and what kind of fires need to be put out with a conference. So I am going to play it safe. And by playing it safe, I'm going to enter a small position. Not what I meant to paste. For some reason, the copy works kind of shitty. I'm going to grab this anywhere in this candle, since the candle is almost coming to an end. It is possible we're going to pull back, but I do think that a lot of Russians are going to start resorting to Bitcoin. Okay. And I don't know what the Russian regime is going to do. What Putin's going to do. Is he going to try to ban Bitcoin, or is he going to let his people use Bitcoin? I don't know. Okay. I have no idea. But right here, I'm going to enter 25%. I was going to put in, 20 to 30 or 20 to 40. I'm just going to put 25. You guys are welcome to do whatever you like. Am I late to the trade? Well, the technical analysis says no. The price action says yes. So we'll see how it goes. The long-term moving average is still declining. Can this position lose money? Potentially, right? But remember, Bitcoin was on a brink of disaster. And it could have turned out significantly differently, especially with these wild geopolitical events. Okay. Daily chart. Daily chart is actually sitting right at resistance. I may have jumped the gun a little bit. I may have jumped the gun on that, because now I'm looking at the daily chart, and if it wasn't for geopolitics and this amazingly huge candle, this is not exactly screaming buy Bitcoin to me right now. Yes, we are above the 50-period moving average. When would I rather buy Bitcoin? I would rather buy Bitcoin on a pullback to the 50-period moving average, watch it jump up off that moving average right here, and buy that Bitcoin right at the end of this green arrow. That's when I would rather buy it. It would be at around 42,000 after it pulls back and after it goes back to 42. But I have no idea if it's going to do that, okay? That is where I would rather add to my position, or I would rather add to my position as it goes up. As we look at this daily chart, yes, it would be great to break the prior swing double top, but also you're gonna have major resistance right here with the 128-day and soon the 200-day trending down. So again, not all crazy rosy. Next, short-term chart. Oh boy, another MRI top on the hourly scale. The hourly scale has been very, very good. You can see how the hourly scale told you to take your profit here. It told you to take your profit on this candle. And now it told you to take your profit on this candle. This was the 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time candle. I think this is likely to be a 1 to 4 candle correction and then probably back up. I do think this geopolitical news is very bullish for Bitcoin overall. Everyone's talking about Bitcoin. As you guys know, I am part Ukrainian, though Ukrainians hate my guts at the moment because I'm trying to explain the truth of the situation. I am also more affiliated with Russia because that's where I was born. That's where I spent my first 9 years, even though it was 9, 10, I don't even remember anymore, but I was young. But I've traveled more to Ukraine as an adult than to Russia. And that news is serious. I mean, people are texting me, asking me for advice on what should Russian people do. And I'm very, very careful in answering those questions. And we can talk about that on another stream, but it might have to wait a week as to why. Because I think way further ahead with many outcomes and scenarios. And depending on how bad this will get, people have to be really careful on what they say. Okay, but what does it do for Bitcoin? And for Bitcoin, it certainly doesn't hurt Bitcoin. Okay, it may hurt people. The government might hurt people that are involved in Bitcoin, but this doesn't hurt Bitcoin. Okay. I'm not gonna have time. Okay, so that's it. That's the Bitcoin stuff. Unconfiscatable is happening in about 3 days. If you guys have not bought your ticket and you're going to DM me to ask me questions, there is a 98% chance you will not hear back from me. So that's all I can say. And I warned you guys that asking me a million questions last minute is a really bad idea. Okay, we have a few tickets left for the poker tournament. There are a few more than 4. When people register, this counter ticks down. When people don't pay for it, the counter stays down. It doesn't actually go back up. So once this trickles down to 0, anyone that's been pending, their registrations become canceled, and those seats will open up again. So as of now, there are 4 seats left. We are almost at 100 people. So if you are planning to play poker on Thursday night, you want to sign up now, like right now. Stop this video, go sign up. Okay. I got about 4 minutes to comment on the Ukraine situation. All right. If you don't want to listen to my views on the Ukraine situation, turn off the video. Okay. Because you're not going to be happy about what I have to say. First off, you need to watch this video called The Killing of the Mind. It is in this video description. Okay. Next, you have to watch this video of the professor, John Merschmeyer, from 2015. I know I have a bunch of videos of this guy since this that I need to watch, but I have not had time. But you have to go and watch this video, also in my video description, probably the first thing there after the unconfiscatable registration. Okay. And after that, I strongly recommend listening to other opinions, because honestly, I really agree with this guy. If his channel's not banned, this channel is about to get banned any day. I would actually love to get into his Telegram group. I have no idea how. He doesn't have a link to it. But I know I'm announcing it on my channel with 1,000 people watching. So don't all text me at once. But if you can, like, just if you do it in a tweet, or like reply to this tweet, if there is a link to his Telegram group that is public, I would like to join, because I would like to ask some questions. Here is my #1 question I would ask him. Okay, he says he was in Kiev. He went to Kharkov. He's an American. He gives you a somewhat of a similar perspective to me. The one thing that I would like to see is actual pictures out the window of where he is. That is my #1 question right now. Now, he says he's posting pictures of the streets of Kiev and Kharkov in his Telegram group, but I'm not in the Telegram, right? So but in his videos where he was claiming that he's in a hotel in Kiev, and then he got kicked out, and then he took a train to Kharkov, and I haven't even finished watching this video yet. This one was how I got onto him, and that would be my #1 question. How come he doesn't walk over with his cell phone to the window and show things out the window? Okay, that's my only question. All right, and it's a legitimate question. All right, and what else do I have here? No, that's my own videos. So the Ukrainian live camera. Let's see if it still works. I'm getting messaged in my, I see your comments, guys. Kiev's being bombed. Kiev's being bombed. Here's a live camera. Here's a live camera. It's nighttime. It's nighttime. Where are the fires? Where is it? Where are the fires? If there were bombs and things were burning, we would see it, right? I've been keeping an eye on these live cameras. Nothing's been going on. Now, these could be fake angles. I don't think it's fake cameras. There could be more cameras. Why are there only 4 cameras? Are they purposely positioned on places that are not going to be on fire, not going to get bombed? I wish I had more time to just keep to just keep up with this. This is my #1 priority right now, because the world is being told so much bullshit by the mainstream media, especially in the US and in Europe. So much bullshit, it is out of control. Is Putin a good guy? Absolutely not. Did Putin start a war in Ukraine? Yes, he did. But the amount of bullshit that is being told, and I'm hearing this. Like, again, I've been in these spaces. I've been in these spaces with people that are, former U.S. military, and they're talking about this, and they're talking about Ukraine. And my goal is to try to save as many lives of Ukrainians as possible. And that is why I say what I say. But listen, just give this guy a listen. You can disagree. And he even says, you can hate me all you like, but I'm telling you the truth. And as far as he sees it, right? So that's the same with this channel. This channel tells you the truth, whether you like it or not, the truth from my point of view, based on my critical thinking of trying to see through the bullshit and through the propaganda. I do my best to see through the propaganda, and I tell you the truth as I see it by trying to sift through the propaganda on all sides. Okay, and most people don't like it. Okay, I'm still trying to find out more news on Russians bombing I didn't even talk about this last time. I got a whole list of things I want to talk about, but I got 30 seconds, and I made the list, and this list needs to be expanded. So here's what I do want to talk about, hopefully soon, if I get to it. I want to talk about, how come Ukraine still has all of its infrastructure, the internet, running water, everything. I want to talk about the supposed Nazi angle that Putin talked about, that like Ukraine is controlled by Nazis. I do want to discuss that. The biotech stuff, I want to discuss that. That's just, I think that's a silly angle. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about how the USA and Europe are weak, have weak leadership. This has been on my list but the list is just growing. And I want to talk about the efforts of the Western media to start a revolution in Russia by the Russian people. So I want to discuss all these things in as honest and neutral way as possible. That list is certainly going to grow, and I don't know when I'm going to get to it. Maybe I can, go through the biotech bullshit angle real quick. Are there American-sponsored biotech bases in biotech facilities in Ukraine? Yes. Does it look like a lot of the military action by Russia was taking place around those places? Yes. Is Putin is that a reason for Putin's invasion? Hell no, it's not. If I had to make a list of the reasons why Putin invaded Russia, that biotech angle is probably going to be number 155. Okay. Now, if you are going to put a biotech base like the Wuhan lab, it's obviously going to be not far from a military base. Ukraine ain't exactly, Germany, right? Like Ukraine has a lot of corruption, and who knows which direction it was going to go in the future. So you want that area to be like protected by the military. So, and guess what? When Putin started invading Ukraine, he's going for military targets. Okay, he's not going after the whole biotech thing. Like there are military targets there too, right? Just happens to be. It's not even. I want to say it's a coincidence, but it's not a coincidence. Why would you put your, dangerous biotech lab like on the opposite side of the country from a military base or a big police force or something, right? So they're obviously in the same vicinity. And also, what idiot bombs a biotech facility to release the virus by bombing it? I mean, that is just an insane thing. Like, did the US government take down that biotech link from their websites? Yeah, probably, because the conspiracy theories were going out of control. And the US probably doesn't want more shit to deal with after what happened with the Wuhan lab, right? I mean, that cover-up didn't exactly work out very well. So, of course, there was a Streisand effect. By taking it down, they spun the conspiracy further, right? Just think critically. Yeah, Putin is coming to save you by taking down the biotech. No. It was just such a silly angle. And I want to talk something similar about the Nazi angle, but I don't have time today, so we'll talk about that on another stream. Guys, you got to sift through the bullshit. Anyone, if there is a space, the next time there is a space and someone says Joe Biden is smarter than Putin and has outflanked them militarily, every single person in that spaces that isn't saying this is the dumbest thing ever is a complete and utter moron. That's it. And any speakers that heard that did not say, what the hell is wrong with you? All those speakers, don't ever listen to them again on any topic. Not even how to microwave soup. They are unqualified to tell you how to microwave soup. If someone in a space says that Joe Biden's a military genius, outflanking Putin, okay? And 20 other speakers say, don't even ask these people how to turn on an oven. That might blow up your house. So this is why gas ovens are going away. Like, I couldn't believe I heard that. Bloomberg, good job. You just made CNN more credible. Good job, Bloomberg. All right, guys. I have to run in 9 minutes. I have a meeting and it's a 10-minute walk. Thank you all so much for watching, and see you all on